Good day, RGV. Today on Valley por Vida, we've got a lot going on. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. The show starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda, and today is very special because we're going to be talking all things piano. That's right, the piano is such an amazingly beautiful instrument, and ever since its invention in Italy back in 1707, it has become the heart and soul of so many classics. Now, I've actually been playing the piano since kindergarten. My parents had me in piano classes, and I just kind of carried it through all the way to college, studying music before I ever got my master's degree in broadcasting. So I can tell you, I love the piano in so many ways, you guys, but you've got to have the right piano in your home, okay? One that fits your lifestyle, your heart, and of course, your budget. So we decided to bring in a piano and music education consultant from McAllen, Claudio Ochoa, to give us some helpful tips and tricks to keep in mind. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me, Daniela. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Now, this is so exciting. You got a little bit of a visual for us. So kind of tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
So Valley Keyboards has been sharing the love of music with the Valley and Corpus Christi for over 40 years. We believe every single life needs music. Our goal and our mission is to help people achieve their musical goals, and we've been doing it for over 40 years here in McAllen, Texas.
Oh my goodness, I love that. I'm telling you, the piano, it just sits in my soul a different type of way, and I know it's the way for you and for so many people. So when it comes to a piano, it can be confusing. Where do we start? How do we know what to start looking for?
So a piano is like getting a new pet, right? So yeah. any time you get a new pet, everybody is a little bit different, and every piano is unique. And just like you've got cats and you've got dogs, and some people have pets of iguanas and monkeys and not tigers. Not every piano is right for the right person. Yeah. So I always suggest that you have a professional help you in the piano buying process, and that's going to help you save money in the long run, because the last thing you want to do is get the wrong piano. Yes,
and that's why I love that you guys are here to kind of help us through and walk us through that process. Of course, everyone knows there's different types of pianos, different kinds. So tell us, what our options are.
So there's upright pianos, there's digital pianos, there's grand pianos, there's hybrid pianos, pianos that have both digital and acoustic qualities. There's different sizes of pianos. So you've got 9-foot concert grand, all the way to this is a keyboard, so it's not a full piano, but this is a keyboard, but it's something that's portable. And there's musical benefits for each one and qualities in each one. And the best thing is just to try to find out what's the best one for you.
For you. Right. It's such an important decision. Yeah, no, I love that. And I also love the fact that the piano is so unique. I mean, no matter what instrument you play, the piano is pretty much a good basis, right? So tell me about that.
Yeah, so a lot of music educators will start out on the piano before they play guitar or violin, because the piano, they call it like the king of all instruments. First of all, it's 88 keys. And so when you read music, you'll read the bass clef, you'll read the treble clef. It will teach you how to coordinate your hands. And of course, reading music has so many benefits with discipline, with character, that will go on and help you out later in life. So, so a lot of people will start with piano before they go on to other instruments. And there's a lot of local teachers that will not teach another instrument before they start them on piano.
I am totally down for that, and it's really cool. Like you said, so many benefits. But I know that musicians generally, their mind works at a faster rate. I mean, don't you think?
So there's synapses in the brain that happen when you are studying music. So there's 3 ways that we learn. They're either visual, auditory, or practicing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So as we start to do every single one of those different learning processes, we're creating synapses in the brain from the left side to the right side, and those synapses help us become more creative.
Yeah.
They help us to solve problems. They help us to fight against things like dementia. Lots of studies have been showing that. So we're creating brand new pathways in the brain.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love how deep we're getting here. It's so meaningful. I always say this. Music is the universal language, and that's because literally you don't have to speak the same language, but music is our language. And the really cool thing is that it's for everybody, right? Kids to adults.
From after the pandemic hit, one of the biggest increases in new students was from our adult population.
Okay.
We saw that people had a lot of time on their hand, and they had fallen off of trying to do these studies before, so whatever got in the way, now all of a sudden they had a lot of free time and they were spending it at home. We had one person come into the store and they were like, look, my wife said if I don't get her a piano, she's going to end up killing me, she's going to end up, going crazy. So he came in and he bought her a brand new piano, and they were studying, so it's for people of all ages, and we have classes there at Valley Keyboards starting at 3 years old all the way up to however old you're going to be. So
there we go. You guys heard him. Everyone at Valley Keyboards is here to help you choose the right piano, whether you're a beginner or you know it all. And they're just so kind. So thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And you guys, please feel free to check out their website at everylifeneedsmusic.com for more information. But did you know, even in all my years of playing piano, there's still a lot that I didn't know. I know that Claudio knows a lot more, way more than me. But I wonder how much you know about pianos, okay? Well, not to worry if you don't know too much. We're going to go ahead and find out a little bit more in today's Fun Facts segment. According to pianoemporium.com, the word piano is actually a shortened version of the word pianoforte, which means soft and loud. It also says that one Polish musician holds the record for the longest piano concert ever. I mean, my piano performances have only ever lasted maybe 10 to 15 minutes, but apparently this person's concert was a concert lasting for 103 hours and 8 seconds. Wow. And it says the first pianos ever invented were really, for the wealthy to own. It wasn't really something that just anybody could get, not even the more affordable ones. In older times, it was just more of kind of something for royalty. Whereas now a lot of us have some type of version of piano, like a keyboard. The site also says that, like Claudio mentioned right now, that pianos have a total of 88 black and white keys. And as we know, it can play accompaniment as well as melody at the same time. He was mentioning that right now. It's just beyond cool for a single instrument. It also outlines that the exact middle of the piano keyboard is actually not middle C. Rather, the site says that it's the space between E and F keys above middle C, which is pretty interesting. And lastly, the site says that the piano could technically be considered both a string and a percussion instrument, and the largest piano ever to be made weighs 1.4 tons and is 5.7 meters long. It was created by a New Zealand piano tuner and has for sure gone down in history. See, I cannot tell you how much the piano means to me. It's been a part of my life since age 5, and I love it. It's my hobby, it's my passion, my everything, like Claudio and so many others in the world, and a lot of other people feel that way. Especially, when you're talking about different types of art. Piano is art. And, JJ Bali is someone here from the Valley, and it's another example of portraying art. He's a local artist who pours all that he has into his art. All of his creativity. Now, he goes around the entire valley, and what's really cool about his work is that he paints for a cause, always to benefit education or some good event. And we had the chance to catch up with him to see what he's been up to at the Boys and Girls Club.
My son was born March 28, 2016, and I was working there at a local business here in McAllen. Basically, about a couple of days before Christmas, maybe about 2-3 weeks before Christmas, I got let go of my job. So I put my artwork out there. I do a lot of, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I did, posted a Cowboys painting. just to see if anybody would want it right before Christmas. And sure enough, like somebody hit me up from, they contacted me saying, hey, I want to buy your artwork. I was able to buy my son Christmas gifts just on my artwork. It was always the support of teachers, just kind of like backing me up. My parents always, they instill like, it's okay if you fail, it's okay, like it's gonna happen. You just have to like also figure it out at the same time. It's okay to be afraid, but it's, you got to do those things out of courage, you know what I mean, still. And they're teachers also, they're both teachers. So I think that's where it comes from, is just like the fact that you kind of see these children and you're able to like, change their future just by giving them a pat on the back. It's like, sorry. I think it's just the culmination of all the moments. And now I have an opportunity to do that with my son. And I think that's like, it's kind of hitting me a little more, that's all. Sorry. Like I said, I grew up with Boys and Girls Club. And then for them to give me an opportunity to change, not just like when I was young, but like now as an adult, right, to give me an opportunity like that. And man, I painted the entire building, not even the gym, just like the whole building. From the gym to the game room to they had a secret, like 2 secret rooms in the back. They just popped out of nowhere. I'm like, I'll do that too. It was like a piece, like a counseling room for kids. It was like a beach theme, a computer room, a creative room. And that to me was like still the biggest project that I've gotten right now. My son, he's 4 now, 4 years old now. And Vincent, and named him after Vincent Van Gogh. And now I can see like the work, like I can show him, take a picture with Dad or with this mural, and in 20 years when he looks back on it, be able to say, wow, my dad painted that out, or he did this work. That's a lot of work. I want to do a lot of work too, and I want to be able to have fun too. I want to be able to follow my dream too.
We love JJ's art and how he's continuing to encourage everyone to follow their passions too. All right, guys, well, now it's time to take a commercial break, and then we've got to look at your local weather updates. But be sure to stay tuned, because Valuable to Vida is going to be right back. We'll have info on how one social studies teacher in McAllen is helping provide a unique curriculum for all her students in McAllen. That info plus so much more after the break.